moving into a particular area of inclusivity that we might be focusing on in a little bit more attention to now as we move on to the next section, maybe is around the work you've been doing to support female academics in particular. Maybe talk about how that came about and maybe some of the key initiatives that you've driven in that context.
Yeah, I guess, again, there's a very kind of pragmatic personal background to that. One of the reasons, to be honest, that I left the Netherlands in 1997 is that I couldn't really see myself becoming a full professor there. At the time, I could count the number of female professors in business and management on one hand. It's a bit better now, but the Netherlands is still at the bottom of the European rankings in terms of the proportion of female professors. But as happened with so many women, the further I got in my career, the more I became aware of gender bias that is pervading many elements of academia. So really, when I moved back to the UK in 2014, I decided we needed to organize ourselves to provide more systematic support for women in academia. And this was really the start of the CYGNA network. And CYGNA stands for SWAN, Supporting Women in Academia Network. So by now, the network, so we started 8 years ago, but by now it's grown to well over 300 members in more than 30 different countries. And we have a mailing list in which we share resources that are helpful to our CYGNA sisters, as we call them. We also have a membership spreadsheet with information on our research interests, the topics we are teaching, the journals that we would like to publish in, and the kind of advice that we can offer to others, and the advice that we would like to receive. In addition to that, we get together 5 or 6 times a year, usually for 2 to 3 hours, and we have one full day meeting every year. And we will actually be celebrating our 50th meeting in December this year with a Christmas meeting at Middlesex University. And in these sessions, we talk on all sorts of topics, but it's a lot of it is about career planning and development, understanding different aspects of the university context. We also have sessions on research skills development, or even interpersonal skills, such as negotiation, coaching, well-being, research supervision, interacting with professional staff, anything you name, we've probably done it or are planning to do it.
Yeah, super. Those networks are such an important support, I think, and we're only looking there at gender as one element of inclusion, and there's so much more that needs to be done across the other areas as well.